If you're on SNAP benefits, or you're thinking about applying, what I'm about to share with you is going to shock you. The Trump administration just announced 5 massive changes to the food stamp program. And I'm not exaggerating when I say these are the biggest cuts to SNAP in 50 years. All 41 million people currently on food stamps are going to be affected. Some of you are going to lose your benefits entirely. Others are going to see your monthly benefits cut down to almost nothing. And seniors, veterans, people on disability, you're being targeted in ways you've never seen before. I've been covering food stamps for years, and I have never seen anything like this, so stay with me. Because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly what's changing, who it affects, and what you need to do right now to protect your benefits. Hey everyone, Tony here from Retirees Benefits. I'm a government benefits expert. And for years, I've been helping seniors like you navigate Social Security, Medicare, Medicaid, and food stamps. I've spent the last 2 weeks reading through the actual policy documents, the USDA announcements, and talking to benefits counselors across the country. And I've got to tell you, I'm genuinely worried. These changes are designed to knock people off the program. They're going to frustrate you with paperwork. They're going to make you reapply even if you just went through redetermination. They're going to force people to work who shouldn't have to work. This is serious. And I need you to understand exactly what's happening so you can protect yourself. Change 1. Your monthly benefits are being slashed. Let me start with the money. Right now, in 2026, the maximum food stamp benefit is $298 for a single person. That's only a $4 increase from last year. $4, you heard that right. They raised it from $294 to $298. Now, for a family of 4, the maximum is $994. But here's what most people don't realize. The average food stamp benefit is only $188 per month for most people, and for seniors, it's even lower. A lot of you watching this are getting $23 a month. Maybe $50. Why? Because the government looks at your Social Security income and says you make too much money. Even if you're living on $1,400 a month and you're barely scraping by, they say you make too much. It's ridiculous, and I don't agree with it. But that's the reality we're dealing with. Now here's the worst part. You know that bill that passed, the one they called the Big Beautiful Bill? It gutted the food stamp program. They changed something called the Thrifty Food Plan. Let me explain what that is. The Thrifty Food Plan is how the government calculates what they think you need to spend on food each month. Back during COVID, they updated this plan to reflect real-world prices. Because food got expensive, and people were starving. That update put more money in people's pockets, while the Trump administration just rolled all of that back. They've now capped how much food stamp benefits can increase going forward. So even as grocery prices keep going up, eggs, milk, bread, meat, your benefits are basically frozen. This is how they're slowly starving the program to death. Change 2. Income limits are going up, but it's a trap. Okay, let's talk about income limits. For 2026, here's what you need to know. If you're a single person, your gross income limit is $1,696 per month. Your net income limit, after allowable deductions, is $1,305. For a family of 4, gross income is $3,483. Net income is $2,680. Now, if you're on Social Security and you're getting $1,800 a month, the government's going to tell you that you make too much money. But here's something critical. Seniors have a different income limit that's more generous. So if you're applying for food stamps, make sure they're using the senior income limit, not the regular limit, because a lot of caseworkers don't know this, or they don't care. And they'll use the wrong calculation to deny you. You need to push back. You need to say, I'm a senior, use the correct income limit for my age. Don't let them shortchange you. Change 3. New work requirements that target seniors. This is the one that makes me the angriest. They're changing the work requirements. And they're targeting people who shouldn't have to work. Here's what's happening. Previously, if you were 55 or older, you were exempt from work requirements. That meant you didn't have to work, volunteer, or be in a job training program to get food stamps. Well, they just raised that age to 65. That means if you're 64 or younger, even if you're on Social Security, even if you have health problems, you now have to work or volunteer 20 hours a week to keep your benefits. Let that sink in. You're 62 years old, you worked your whole life, you're on Social Security, your back hurts, your knees hurt, and now the government is telling you that you have to work 20 hours a week or volunteer, or you're going to lose your food stamps after 3 months. That's not all. If you're a parent with kids over age 14, you now have to meet work requirements. It used to be age 18. Now it's 14. And here's the kicker. If you're homeless, you're no longer exempt. If you're a veteran, you're no longer exempt. If you aged out of foster care, you're no longer exempt. They removed all of these protections. They want to force as many people as possible to work or lose their benefits. And here's how they're going to do it. They're going to bury you in paperwork. You're going to have to document every single hour you work or volunteer. And if you miss one piece of documentation, if you're late on one deadline, they're going to use that as an excuse to cut you off. This is how they're going to knock millions of people off the program. Change 4. Blue states versus red states. Your benefits are being held hostage. This next one is unbelievable, but it's happening right now. The Trump administration is threatening to withhold food stamps from Democratic states. Why? Because they asked states for sensitive information about food stamp recipients. States like California, New York, Illinois, Massachusetts, they said, "That's illegal. We're not giving you that information." They went to court, and the judge agreed with them. So what did the Trump administration do? They threatened to cut off food stamps to those states. We're talking about 22 million people. 53% of all food stamp recipients in America, $4 billion a month in benefits, threatened to be taken away. If you live in Arizona, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Illinois, Kansas, Kentucky, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, Pennsylvania, you need to pay attention. Because this standoff is happening right now, and if it continues, millions of people are going to go hungry because of a political fight. Change 5. Forced reapplication. Even if you just recertified. All right, here's the last change, and it's going to cause the most chaos. The Trump administration is going to force everyone on food stamps to reapply for their benefits, even if you just went through your redetermination. Even if your case is current. They're making everyone start from scratch. Why? Because they want to find fraud, waste, and abuse. Now, let me be clear about something. The USDA Inspector General, the person whose job it is to find fraud, has said for 20 years that food stamp fraud is less than 1%. This is one of the most efficient government programs in the country. But they don't care about facts. They want to make you reapply so they can reevaluate your case and deny more people. Listen to what the Secretary of Agriculture said. She said they want to make sure that everyone on food stamps literally cannot survive without it. Think about that. It doesn't matter that you qualify. It doesn't matter that you meet the income limits. It doesn't matter that you're following all the rules. Now they want to give you a gut check to decide if they think you really need food stamps. And it's not going to be transparent. It's going to be arbitrary. This is terrifying. So what does all of this mean for you? Here's the bottom line. They're trying to kick as many people off food stamps as possible. They're slowing down benefit increases while food prices skyrocket. They're forcing seniors and people with disabilities to work. They're threatening entire states with benefit cuts over politics. And they're making everyone reapply just so they can deny more people. I know this is scary. I know a lot of you are thinking, Tony, what am I supposed to do? And I get it. But here's what I want you to understand. You've earned these benefits. You've paid taxes your whole life. You've worked hard. And when you need a little help putting food on the table, you deserve that help. These aren't handouts. This is your right. So don't give up. Don't let them frustrate you out of the program. Don't let them make you feel like you don't deserve help. Because you do. Now let me tell you exactly what you need to do to protect yourself. Here are 3 critical steps you must take right now. Write these down. Step 1. Document everything, starting today. Get all your paperwork together right now. your Social Security award letter, your income statements, your rent or mortgage receipts, your medical bills, your utility bills, everything. Put it all in one folder, because when they make you reapply, you need to be ready. Don't wait until they send you a letter. Start now. And if you're required to meet work requirements, if you're working or volunteering, keep detailed records. Document every single hour. Keep copies of everything, because they're going to look for any excuse to deny you. Step 2. Update your contact information immediately. Make sure your state food stamp office has your current address, phone number, and email. Right now. Don't wait, because they're going to send you notices with deadlines. And if you miss a deadline because the letter went to your old address, they're going to cut you off. So call your caseworker tomorrow. Verify your information is correct. And if you move, update it immediately. Step 3. Do not do anything illegal, no matter how small. This is critical. Dot your I's. Cross your T's. Do not bend the rules in any way. Don't underreport income. Don't forget to report changes in your household. Don't miss appointments, because any small infraction, even something that would normally be forgiven, is going to be used as an excuse to take your benefits away. They're targeting seniors and people on disability because they think too many of you are on benefits you don't deserve, so you need to prove them wrong. Show them that you have everything buttoned up. Show them that you deserve every dollar you're getting. Look, I know this is overwhelming. I know you're scared. I know you're angry. And you have every right to be. But here's what I want you to remember. You are not alone. There are 41 million people on food stamps. Millions of seniors just like you. And we're all in this fight together. So don't give up. Don't let them push you out. You've worked too hard. You've sacrificed too much. And you deserve to eat. Document everything. Update your information. Follow every rule. And fight for what's yours. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. And share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because the more people who know about these changes, the more people we can help. I'll be back with more information as these changes unfold. Until then, take care of yourself. Stay strong. You've got this. And I've got your back.